And our China is full of culture shocks to us Westerners, and there's a lot of things that really did surprise us.
These are very famous in Asia.
Right, hello guys, we are in China. We're in Italy. We did actually put a clue out quite recently about where we were, and some people guessed right. I actually didn't really comment on some of those people.
Someone saw a car, a Fiat.
Right.
And yeah, that was quite clever, and then they got it. So yeah, we are not in southern Italy, but we are in Italy. Fiat is all over Italy, to be fair.
It's true. It is. It's an Italian brand, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it would be. But yeah, guys, we are here in Italy. We have just got back from our Chinese trip, and my gosh, guys, China, one hell of a country, isn't it? It is literally like. I hate YouTubers, right? Because they do these things like shocked, can't believe this is Kuala Lumpur. It's like, mate, you know what Kuala Lumpur is going to look like. You know it's a modern city. You know people don't live in trees, mate. Like, I don't know if it's either racist or just ignorant or just, obviously they're just doing it for the views. China is actually really quite surprising. And let me tell you why. Not because we don't think that China's very successful, and obviously it's going to be modern, but we've never heard of any of those cities in China. We don't talk about China anywhere in the media in the West. Like, it's really not that spoken about.
Yeah,
we know of Beijing.
It's like surprising, like first time we're going to view.
Yeah.
You haven't heard of it at all.
No. Oh, there's a cat.
Finally. Yeah, you haven't heard of it at all. Not only you haven't seen it, but you haven't heard anyone talking about it. Like, no one told you stories about it. So you're really living it differently than you would with any other countries, I think.
It's true. It's true. It's really, really true. It is like, even Shanghai, I heard of Shanghai, I heard Shanghai super modern, all that, but I didn't expect the skyline to be as incredible as it was. Like, that was pretty flipping amazing. Beijing is okay if you're going to see the tourist sites, I think, but in my opinion, Beijing is probably better if you work in China, maybe if you work with the government, maybe if you work in politics, because actually Beijing seemed to have the least amount of life really in places. Do you agree?
Yeah.
It was still amazing, don't get me wrong. I do like Beijing,
yeah,
but
the reason why people go, I guess, is either major tourist attraction or major tourist attraction outside, just outside Beijing. So you use it as a base.
yeah,
But Beijing itself, and obviously I think also, I mean, for foreign tourists, because for Chinese people it's probably quite important. Rather,
yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
but when you went to Chongqing
behind.
and Chengdu, like, it was mind blowing, wasn't it? How nice the cities were.
Yeah, and it's like
Chongqing is completely mind blowing because we've never seen a city like. We don't have cities even built like that. The way that's built is incredible for Westerners. That's why Westerners are so impressed by it, because there's not a city like it. Istanbul's full of hills. It looks nothing like Chongqing, let me tell you. It's like completely
there's
different.
no place in Europe.
Chengdu was probably our favourite city in China. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Even the food, everything was just like
Just like
amazing.
vibe.
Amazing
really nice,
vibes, yeah.
Really friendly in all possible ways.
We did see the pandas as well. Actually, we
Yeah,
did
we
get
did.
to see the pandas. I know we don't. We're not going to do a video
a
on
few
it.
touristy things we didn't
We did.
post about.
Yeah.
We think it's probably not that interesting.
Yeah. It's true.
Because
It's
most
true.
people would have seen the same thing if they went to some cities, so
Yeah.
we tried to film.
I don't know if
Yeah,
everyone
different
needs
stuff.
to see you going to the Great Wall of China or all these things over and over again. I think
Or
for.
just visiting the pandas. 'Cause
I mean, honestly, blown away. I mean,
I do like the pandas.
you like the pandas. You like the red
Especially
pandas.
The red pandas, yeah.
Julie's a big fan of the red pandas. Never seen anything like that before, guys. It is incredible. So many pandas as well. Most pandas in the world. China is the home of the pandas. I think the thing is what I want to get into is kind of culture shocks for us. And now China is full of culture shocks to us Westerners, and there's a lot of things that really did surprise us. Let me just say, the biggest one in the world is the people. People completely blew me away. I was completely shocked by China. Like, honestly, genuinely, I'm not doing this with you or anything. I'm genuinely telling you on a level. Never expected anyone to be so lovely and so friendly, so helpful,
So welcoming.
so welcoming and so patient. And the reason I say this is because of experience that I've had in Southeast Asia, where I've been to Cambodia and all these kind of countries, Vietnamese, and sometimes they'll tell you, you know, some of the local tour guide. One of the local tour guides was said to me on a bus in Cambodia once. He said, "Oh, do you like the Chinese?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "The Chinese are alright." He said, "We don't like them." I said, "Why not?" He says they never tip and they're rude. Genuinely, this was our conversation. Obviously, like you.
Well, the fact they don't tip is just cultural,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's
Then
true.
being rude comes from different factors.
Language barrier, maybe.
Language barrier, but no, also there. I think you might be different kind of people, like big groups or something. I don't know. It doesn't mean. Obviously, there will be some Chinese people like there are from any other country. Just
Yeah.
the fact they met some.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't define the Chinese
I mean,
population.
it's stereotypes like that, and so I was envisioned. I am kind of a little bit nervous about. I thought the Chinese were going to be nice, but
I thought people would pretend not to see us sometimes.
Yeah.
When you need help, I didn't think people would come
to help
try
you,
to help you out.
No.
They just like
leave you
look
to
through
it.
you.
Yeah.
That's why
I thought people were going to be suspicious of us because we're Westerners. Naturally, when you hear this stuff about you envision it might be like that. But let me tell you, nothing like that at all. Honestly, lovely people. Some of the last people in Asia. That was huge, and we spent the whole time being like, "Oh, so nice, these people, bless them."
Yeah.
Julia had
From
many
the first-
photos with people.
I think from the first moment, even
I know.
Shanghai.
Prices was very, very varied, but a lot of time very, very good value, like incredibly good value, even cheaper than Southeast Asia. And Southeast Asia, they say, is the cheapest, or one of the cheapest in the world. Let me tell you, China rivals with it. If you go to Chongqing, if you go to Chengdu, you can eat for 15 yuan, 12 yuan. You can eat a plate of food. We had food in Chongqing for 10 yuan, like noodles and whatnot. The food is very good value. It is like, you can eat very, very well in China, and the food's incredible. Like, it's a bit hard for us Westerners because it's quite hard to navigate, especially if you're a vegetarian.
And also with the fact that it's varied by region. Obviously, we've only been to a few of many, so it's probably quite different if you go to other.
What's your
restaurants we
favourite
haven't
food?
been.
Or your favourite meal, you think?
Probably the noodle, the spicy noodle thing, the one with chickpeas we had.
In Chongqing. They call it peas, that. They don't call it chickpeas, do they? Call it peas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, mate, that meal in Chongqing was actually mind-blowing, let me tell you.
Yeah, I just remember that I couldn't stop eating. I was so full. It was quite a lot. It was a big portion. And I say sometimes, if you had a very big meal, like if you overate or something, you won't want to eat the food again.
Right.
But in this case, even after feeling a bit sick because I ate too much, I still fancy that more than anything.
I hear that.
It was really good.
It was. It is. It's very salty. It's very salty at times, though, the food, but it tastes so bloody nice. So, guys, just a little bit of a interlude while we're talking about things. This is some of the local streets here in Italy. Look at this. This is a very local quartiere, or.
I wouldn't say it's not a traditional looking street in Italy.
No, it's not traditional
It's
at all.
like more residential.
More residential, yeah.
No, not one of those like pretty characteristic streets you see like in old town kind of thing.
Right.
So I would.
This is a proper local area, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like those areas are a bit touristy and like nice,
Yeah.
but this is like where the real locals live.
Well, but also not because the tourists, they're the older ones.
Mm.
This is like surroundings that have been built up later on and they're not that beautiful.
Oh, it's nice. It's nice. Look at this. That's very beautiful. Right, so guys, next one is what was my favourite food? My favourite food was probably that Chongqing meal. I had amazing vegetarian buffet, was incredible. I also liked the Taiwanese, Chinese, what was it called?
Din
Din Tai Fung. Din Tai Fung was also one of our favourites.
Yeah,
Food there,
And,
Very good.
I would say
Also
so
some of the street food as well.
Someone was saying.
Very nice.
Someone was saying, now why do you always eat the noodles and the dumplings kind of thing? But like dumplings are honestly one of my favorite things in general.
Dumplings are lovely,
They're
aren't they?
really good.
Dumplings are
Yeah,
absolutely
and
delicious.
not
let me
every
tell you.
country could do dumplings really well.
No, it's
China
true.
can, so.
Dumplings in China are mental
And
good.
well, we call everything dumpling, but people correct us. Some of them are actually called differently in Chinese, but for us, like we just call them under the dumpling umbrella.
But what's super
But
interesting?
yeah, the variation is really good.
Food was incredible. Transport in China, incredible, mate. You can get anywhere so quickly on those trains, and the trains are impeccable. They leave on time. There's no late trains. Listen, guys.
Signalling is on point.
Signalling's on point.
Yeah, you never get on the wrong train or anything.
No,
It's so clear
no.
all the time.
It is. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. It's very
In
clear.
some countries, when you visit the first time, you end up at the wrong station.
Oh, you mean the
direction or
metro
something.
station? I meant the long distance trains,
Oh,
but the metro
trains.
stations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean transport in general.
Oh, the metro stations is mind blowing. China, you need to charge more for your metro, mate. Like that is the cheapest
Oh,
metro
don't say that.
I've ever seen. It's incredible, incredibly good value, and it is so modern. It's mind blowing, isn't it? But the long distance trains, they leave on time and they go so far and so quick, and it's pretty phenomenal. My only concern about it is it's a little bit difficult as a foreigner. It's quite a lot, like at the best of times. Some of the stations aren't so bad, but if you go to the busy ones like Beijing and Shanghai, it's quite hectic. We almost missed our train a couple of times because situations on the road, like our taxi driver had a crash on the way to Chongqing, and we had to get out and get our bags and walk to the station because the driver had a crash with someone. What's really interesting about China is every Asian country you go to, there's generally always beggars some place or another. I didn't see any beggars whatsoever in the whole of China.
No, that was the first time.
And actually, building on that, Chinese people are very good entrepreneurs. They don't bother you, they don't hassle you when they're selling stuff. Might talk to you and then they'll leave you. And they'll leave you at that if you say no, it's okay. And they won't hassle you. They'll also sell to you, but at a local price. They don't rip you off, which is very, very interesting. There are some ladies, the flower tea assassins they call them, who do exist. And those ladies just sell the tea at an expensive price to everyone. So it's not aimed at you, it's not you getting ripped off. We didn't get ripped off at all.
That sense.
We did actually buy a dodgy product in a supermarket, in a mall in Shanghai.
That was a funny one. But we kind of knew it was not.
It was a
gonna
bit
work.
dodgy.
We knew it was a dodgy product. You just wanted to help the guy because that's what Pat does.
We were in a mall in Shanghai. Long story short, this guy approaches us and says, "Oh guys, I am the best salesman in China." He says, "I have this gift for you and it only costs you this much." And guess what it does? It gets rid of stains. And he showed us this stain remover, and he wiped his bag down and he showed that the stain was gone after writing it with pen. And so we assumed, well, I kind of knew this was a little bit dodgy because he was selling it just off the back out of his like little bag.
He was trying to give us two for the price of one.
And he was trying to sell it to us for, I think it was 100. He wanted 100 yuan.
For two, yeah.
And I was like, mate, I'm not giving
I didn't
you.
want to sell one because they said it was special promotion just for two.
I wasn't going to give him 100 yuan. I said, I'll take one. I'll give you 50 yuan. And he said, okay. And then it came to paying, and we couldn't use Alipay for some reason. We had to use WeChat, but he was asking people if they had Alipay, and no one would help him. Everyone was going, no. In fact, we actually gave him cash in the end, and he went and got change from a shop.
Everyone walking past in the mall was just like staring at us.
Yeah.
You know, we clearly knew.
They were a little bit shocked. Like, look, they all looked really kind of shocked.
Like concerned a
But
bit.
I mean, he was still friendly as hell, and I knew that even if this product doesn't work, I was like, he's just a nice bloke. We can help him out.
His English was very good.
It was very
actually.
good. I would like to encourage him to carry on learning English because his English was good, and I hope that it spurs him on, you know. And he was a good salesman. But again, lovely people.
It made us laugh.
Even, you know what me and Julia said after that conversation? Even when you're being hustled in China, they're so lovely. And just, yeah. I do want to say that a lot of people that have arrived and said they're shocked and stuff, I think they are telling the truth. I think we are shocked. We don't hear about it in the West. And it is really quite a fascinating place for us. There's so much to explore of China that we need to go and see.
Yeah, so I'd like to say, I think, obviously we only had 14 days, so we kind of took some sort of obligatory route with the main bigger cities, and that's all we could fit in it. But it'd be super cool next time we go to go somewhere a bit more, not interesting, just a bit more, less well known.
So if anyone's got any suggestions, we'll be going through people's comments and picking all them out and having a look. So
might come back soon.
Yeah.
Sooner than we think. We haven't planned it yet, but
No.
just in case,
Maybe.
do send us recommendations.
And I think China has a lot to be proud of because it is a flipping amazing country for a tourist. It's incredible. Obviously we've never lived there, and I'm sure there's an issue or two and a few issues everywhere, as they are in all countries. But as a tourist, I totally recommend it. It is a parallel universe to what we have in the West. Completely. You've never heard of anything like it. The lights are brighter than I've seen anywhere else in the world. You thought Tokyo was the brightest city in the world with all the lights. Let me tell you, it's not. It's China with Shanghai, with Chongqing. It is like mind-blowing. I think we'll leave it on that note. But yeah, guys, until the next time, the next one.
Guys, this is a karaoke room. These are very famous in Asia. And this is what it looks like. This is how they kick down. Look at this. And so, what happens is people book these rooms out, and they have a few drinks, they have friends, and they have people who get on the mic and they sing the best they can. They sing with their best voices possible. We've only got about 5 minutes left in here, so we're going to try and get another one out before we leave. We only came here to do one song. Can you guess which song that is?